Welcome to Internet Down. I'm your host, as usual, Matt, followed by with my co-host and my forever long-term guest, special guest.
I'm Johnny. I'm tired.
And I'm Clap McKnuckles.
And those are my co-hosts.
Yep.
And also forever host of all times, Clap McKnuckles. Nice to meet you, Clap. Thanks for your first
Nice to
time
be
here.
here.
I'm Clacky
Nice to be here.
McTails. And that's Clap McSonic.
Um,
That was low hanging fruit.
that was some low hanging
It's
fruit.
been a fucking day. Like I start going on the road in like a couple days, and today's just been like an emotionally exhausting, like getting into some like drama, knockdown, drag out emotional fights going on.
Damn.
So now I'm just
Nice.
like I come here and I'm super excited to just like this is my escapism, you know.
This is yours, Gabe Wisdom.
Yeah, this is all my ways of this is cheaper therapy. In a way.
Just us talking about
know what?
random shit for
I
hours.
respect that.
I respect that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's
I get
just it's a public it's a therapy session on a soapbox where I can just complain and complain, and the only person that's gonna get mad at me is Mark.
Mm,
In this way, we get to monetize it.
Yeah. Dude, I was watching speaking of monetizing people's trauma, freaking
Whoa.
I was watching a documentary earlier today about like all those like family vlog channels
yeah.
and how it just like one of them got arrested recently or something like for
Yeah.
like legit like child abuse stuff.
I forgot their name, but I know the one you're
Though
talking about.
yeah, the
Spanish.
kid was like duct taped
and
to
or
a
black.
What was it?
I said they're Spanish and or black.
Oh, okay.
They're colored. They're POCs. I'm trying to
Um
get at. I remember those people.
um
The dad would wear a hat all the time.
but the legit was like went through like all of these like people and just how weird they are about
Are you talking about Sunny V2?
Dude, I have no idea. These people, their names were presented to me and went out my head.
No, I'm talking about the where you watched it.
Oh,
Watch
I don't
this
know. It just came across my feed
documentary.
today. While I was on a walk and I just listened to it.
Not Sunny V2. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, that one.
Fucking, he has really good intros, like really good musical intros. I'm trying to look it up as I'm.
We gotta find
Jawbreak.
job. That sounds like that might be it.
Jay Aubrey.
Let me look.
Yeah, that's a good video.
Let me
That's a really good video.
let me go.
The one that
through
you're talking about.
my-
He just put out a one about just Pearly things, and I fucking hate her, and she sucks.
I don't know who that is.
So Johnny, were you talking about John and Kate, like the new one that came out a month ago? That's a good video.
Maybe, I don't know. I can't
And
find
then
it.
there's
I have-
another one with the Duggars. Like he has a lot of good. He has a lot of videos on some other people.
This is a
Oh, shitty.
video of Freebird sync to Resident Evil 4. Never mind.
But
Okay.
but yeah, Jabri has a good thing. Basically, just Pearly things is a right wing chick. It's against feminism.
Mhm.
Oh man.
That's it. That's like her whole thing. She's faking it though. She's a grifter.
I was
It's like you look at her like a couple months ago, and she's like, "Hi guys, I'm on the farm." And then you look at her now, and she's like, "Fucking women, like we just need to like they just don't deserve rights. I think women should be divorced. I think divorce should be illegal, and I think women should find marriage like with everybody by the time they're before they're 25."
She's a hate baiter.
That's I don't. So I think she's grifting because conservatives will like literally eat up anything that people say the right words to.
It's
So
fucking
now she's getting a shit ton of money
wild.
and have a whole career because she says the right words.
How much of it is just rage baiting? Like, how much of these like
That's what
psychos
hate baiting is. Yeah,
actually
exactly.
believe the stuff they're pushing, and then how much is just like wanting attention, whether it's fame or infamy, you know?
I mean, the thing is that the thing like I don't think that anybody really is quote unquote rage baiting. I think the second one is more so it. Like if that's
I mean,
what you're thinking of.
there's a lot of. I mean, I feel like content and creation alone does track the people that want attention.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at Twitch. Like those are the a
Look
lot
at
of streamers
Twitch.
on Twitch.
Matt,
Is just
look
there's
around.
nothing wrong with it. I'm
Look-
one of those people. I love attention. I will freely admit that I'm the type of person that was like, everybody look at me.
Look at
I'm
me."
cool. But like, I feel like content creation as a general attracts people that are like the I need attention. So here's a weird thing that I do. Now watch my videos
It's become, I feel like more and
or
more,
watch my streams.
more and more like common. I wonder if like psychology and stuff hasn't like picked up like terms or anything for it, or like something specific that like in this modern age of like social media presence and all that.
Yeah, they do. It's called narcissism.
I guess
That's
it
You
been around
have
is.
to
for
be
years.
you have to be narcissistic to think that my words that I'm saying on the internet are more important than any other word, so you have to pay attention to me and nobody else.
Well, I
Because
feel
if you're
that
watching a
that's
Twitch stream, you have to
that's a
that has
different
to be it.
type of.
Mhm.
I feel like the different type of like because there's plenty of content creators that aren't like that, and streamers
You-
that aren't like that.
You
They
have to
aren't,
have a
like-
level of narcissism to do that. You
Yeah, I
have
think
to.
that's just a
I guess that's
symptom
fair.
of the entertainment industry. Like as
If
someone
you're
on
watching
Yeah.
as someone
if
as
you're
in
on a
the-
Twitch stream or any stream, Kick or whatever, you have to not watch anybody else to watch this person live. That is that's the live stream market.
I
So
guess
in
that's
order
fair.
to be a successful streamer, you have to think I'm more important than everybody else, so you have to watch me.
there has
To some degree. It doesn't have to be like a lot, but it has to
Yeah.
be to a certain degree.
No, I get that. I get that. The way you putting it out that way, yeah, it makes total
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
there's a symptom of it with actors. I've noticed a lot too, where they kind of have to do it. Even the nicest people on earth have to have that little bit just to believe in themselves,
Exactly.
because otherwise, it happens online too. But even in normal industry stuff, people get fucking eviscerated if you don't have complete and utter arrogance in yourself.
Because you have to have a thick skin. But like a lot in like acting, you have to have a thick skin that you don't think about, but like you will be berated. And there are people have a vision and they want you to fit that vision. And if you don't fit that vision, it's gonna affect you a little bit.
Anyone who's ever done background acting will tell you. Have I ever talked to you guys about this? Like the casting calls for like very specific characters or background actors in movies and stuff. It will legit be like, need a fat fucking slob.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, absolutely,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Or like girl with big tits. Or,
Yeah,
or
legit.
Yeah, and it's that's just how the industry is.
Like, and
It's been that way for years.
it's it's so hilarious. I was listening something about people talking about how ironic it was that like the Me Too movement stuff like started in like Hollywood, the place where it is most of that shit happens. Like fucking Weinstein and shit like that. Just
Well,
at
that's-
every single corner you pass by, and it's I'm not gonna say it's hasn't gotten better, because I think it has, and people are much more willing to fucking stomp that shit down quick.
but it's not gone.
No, it's not. And
No,
you want to be real for a minute? We've had to deal with it. We've had actors who were inappropriate at times, and we've had to.
Who is we?
We, as in the project, I can't talk about right now.
Not yet. Not yet. We'll
Not yet.
we'll promote it when it's available.
when it's out.
Guys, we can say, hey, super exciting project coming up. We'll let you know when it's
Yeah.
when you can go and check it out.
We had an actor who was a little inappropriate and was making certain actresses feel uncomfortable, and we had to recast. And it was like,
Is it the actor I'm thinking
you
of?
know, I legit cannot talk about that. I legit because I legit won't say that shit on here.
No. I'm gonna ask you about it later. I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna say you to be like, oh, I wasn't to describe it and be like, is it that person? Because then that's like anybody who knows it watches it, be like, oh, okay. I will ask you later.
But one of
And
the
that's
things
all we'll talk about.
for me was when I got that complaint is we had to act quickly.
Yeah.
And we didn't stamp around it. We didn't go out. We were like, here's the problem. How do we fix this? Or not how do you fix is not the right term, but how do we make this a safe environment for everybody? And
Well,
I
sorry.
have a real fucking problem with creeps. And you know me, I'm very much if you step out of line in that way to where you're making these other people feel like they're vulnerable or they're not going to be able to do this in a safe environment, I'm legit like, fuck you, get out of here.
We all, and that brings up a good point of like not just the industry alone. We're going to talk about like independent filmmaking, like the student college filmmaking, because and all of us have a background in it, and we all have like a strong background in that. I feel like we all can say we all have dealt, like, especially you and Mark. Me, I've been more on the acting side, but we all have a strong background in the independent film industry, and like there still has to be, and this is for anybody who's starting off, who's getting into it. There has to be a level of professionalism, because yes, you're all young, and a lot of times these people, they're your friends. You want to goof, but
some of them you're fucking.
Some of usually that's
most
a lot
of them are fucking each other.
I was gonna say most of them are fucking each other. That's just the independent film industry in general. But like there still has to be a level of respect and professionalism, because of it can a good situation of us just hanging out, filming thing can turn very, very wrong if you don't look at it at a mindset. And like, yes, in a professional film set, it feels professional, so you have less of that. But in a independent film set, it does not feel as professional. And for a lot of people, it's your first time on camera or your first time dealing with this kind of situation.
On that too. And
what's
people I've seen people use that kind of early actor mentality. They're very vulnerable people at that point in their careers, and a lot of them will do things that they don't want to do. So for me, it was always very important that you have to like understand boundaries and there's shit, I can't remember her name. There's a TikToker whose stuff comes up on my YouTube thing, who is an intimacy coordinator for like Hollywood films. And her talking about that industry is, I think, the attitude that we need a bit more of we're gonna be private and private, but not ashamed of what we're talking about. So like you're able to discuss this with the person you trust, and then they can then turn around to the director or turn around to the crew. They can say their piece about what needs to happen, and then it moves straight from there, and there's no argument or no problem with how they do that. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but
I ever tell you guys about the titties that were just on set one time?
Yeah, that happened.
That shit was awesome. That shit was dope.
I mean that
shit was so awesome. Like shoot like.
Especially like horror films, dude. Like being on a horror.
It wasn't a horror film.
Ridiculous. Oh, okay.
It was a student film. It was like their junior year or whatever. Our buddies. And one of them was doing it was like a not necessarily a love scene, but like she was like married to the guy. And there's a scene where she's having a nightmare and she's waking up from the nightmare in the morning. So she has like some clothes on, and she brought her clothes. Them shits were so see-through. And well, not see-through, but it was like this.
It was prominent.
Yeah.
It wasn't see-through. It was like this. So like they kept popping out.
It had the cutout
side.
Yeah. Yeah, it was on the
so, like,
side, so they kept popping out.
It
I
Or
was
is.
gonna
or
say-
she put her hands up. I'm like,
She,
and then
she must have felt so uncomfortable that day.
no, she wasn't uncomfortable. She was very comfortable
Some people
with
are
it.
just
She's
open
one of those
about
kind
it,
of people.
and
Yeah, she had really
those
big
are the
old
kind
boobies.
of people that are
I
you see on those
res-
sets all the time.
Respect the
Yeah.
shit out of people that are just like, like it's like the girls, because like there's a lot of girls that are like, like, oh my god, I don't want people to see it. I respect the shit out of the girls that are like, it's tits, they're out.
Did you see
Those
fucking?
Just move on. Just
And then-
move on. And it's
she was
like,
offered
you
pasties.
Were awesome. She was what?
She was offered pasties, and she said no. It was awesome.
She's my favorite. I don't know who this person is. She's now my favorite person in the world.
It was
Like,
fucking
fuck no,
dope.
they're just tits. Who cares? Move on.
Offering
Um,
that kind of stuff does help, or like
It does
create a
Oh, yeah.
environment. You know,
Again, that's the
or
professionalism.
coming up and seeing like, if you're uncomfortable with seeing, let's see how we can shoot this differently. Ow! I just ripped my headphones out of my head.
Yeah, or like, do you want something? Can I go and get you something
Mhm.
that's going to make you feel more comfortable? That way, you're not in this position.
Or locking down set with only like the necessary personnel, like that kind of
yes,
stuff.
that's oh my god, that's
Um,
such a porn thing to do. It's just like lock it down with like 4 people and set like a skeleton crew because it's hard to do it while there's like 50 people
Yeah.
standing around.
That's actually the complete opposite of how porn is filmed.
Is it really?
Like,
I always
genuinely.
assumed.
Well,
porn
yeah,
was, like-
because they're shooting each other having sex for
Yeah.
money. Like they're like they're
I
very
always
open about it.
assumed-
Every
granted,
single porn star you look
I-
at and see that they're like, yeah, fucking
I should preface this that I have not done porn, but I have been around the porn industry for a really long time.
Excuse me,
I'm not
fucking
gonna
what?
I'm not going to say why. I'm not going to go into it. It's
no,
very,
you
very
can't
personal.
tease me
I
with
have
that.
not done
I have
it.
so many questions.
I will tell you
no,
later.
it's not filmmaking though.
I
It
can't
was never.
talk
It was
about
never
it because it
filmmaking.
affects people very close to me, and I do not want them to get affected by it. So I will not
Yeah.
talk about why.
But
Okay,
It was
I
never-
respect
it was
that
never-
boundary.
I know what you're talking about. It's never. It was never filmmaking.
okay.
Like the filmmaking part that I know about, is it's. I mean, it's literally it's the most open. Like, I mean, it's not like they get like 20 people. Just like they get like, I don't know, max 10.
That makes more sense.
I want to
then-
see.
Nobody leaves. It's just all but they do have like robes and towels on set when they're done.
Who's
Yeah.
When where they're
and, like,
switching
clean up.
scenes.
Yeah.
who's like the account? Who's got like a spreadsheet on like budgeting that stuff for like?
Well, it's like the thing is that
Pro-
like
there's
it's not
production
that it's not different than
Yeah, it's probably like the
Than an
same
actual
shit.
film.
than an actual production company. They have scenes. Fun fact, they have storyboarding. That's a
Yeah.
thing.
What?
There's
yeah,
straight
they
up
do
storyboarding
and scripting.
and scripting.
Yeah.
I don't believe that part.
Yes,
but yeah,
everybody
probably.
assumes that the scripting is the first 15. A lot of the times that is like the general acting, but no, yeah, bro, there is
No, it's the
for-
movements and stuff.
The movements and stuff and the positions, they're scripting
Mhm.
for that. And if you've ever seen those, it's amazing to watch, to look at it. It's amazing to see what they look like. Just the storyboarding, at least.
It's like actress A bends over.
Yeah, and
right
then
leg
B
up.
puts and left leg up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You
then they
guys,
had like a
it's
It's like
fetish
a
flip
robot
out.
wrote it.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the? Matt, you said something earlier that reminded me of this, but the Jennifer Lawrence's
Oh.
new movie.
Hang on, before you say that, I do want to say one more thing before we switch subjects.
Yeah, please.
Because I've been wanting to say, I've been very polite not to say it. And it's to what you said earlier. ADHD, rolling it back to the point when you said act. A lot of young actors, a lot of first time actors will just say and do whatever.
And they'll
That
do
is
it.
such a problem.
Yeah.
It's the yes actor, that actor that will say yes to anything that comes along their way because it gives them ability to present themselves.
And you'd be amazed at how much respect you earn by saying no. It's the
Mhm.
because it's the hardest thing to say when
Mm.
you're in a peer pressure environment, you know. And I'm not gonna sound like the fucking Dare program here, but like in a social setting, like
I
having
don't think they have Dare anymore.
yeah, I don't think so either.
No, I
They
think
probably
Dare's gone.
shouldn't. It was such a
You
bad
just
program.
dated yourself.
Yeah, I really did, didn't I?
Yeah, Johnny, you old man. How dare you say stuff like that, you old person.
The reason why we think you're
Us
old is because
young
you say
people.
shit like the children. What do the kids say when you're 27? That's why we think you're old. That's why.
But the I'm like surrounding myself with people who are very professional, but don't let that get in the way of how much fun we're all having.
Yeah.
So there's that fun balance, but just because we're in this very creative field, um, it doesn't mean that we can't work around certain things, you know? You can't if something is making somebody feel as if um feeling uncomfortable or feeling in some type of way about it. Um there's always ways to shoot these things that are different, you know. Um there's no fucking movie ever that's been made by a single person, you know. And don't
Yeah.
fucking talk to me about Benny or whatever that fucking movie is.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say Benny. I was gonna say Buried.
It takes a village, you know.
I don't know, man. Buried was literally just Ryan Reynolds in a casket.
Um,
I took a crew.
yeah, and then there's 80 people on the other side of that camera, you know.
Yeah. Takes a crew. It's like
I don't know, man. It was just him in that casket with a cell phone.
I'm surprised
Oh
none
my
of that has come up. I guess it's just not the focus, but with the current strike and everything.
the writer strike.
Yeah,
What?
just like that side of the industry of like I guess we had it so much earlier about like creepy executives, fucking aggressive directors and stuff like that. I I've I've got a complaint just a little bit about the strike. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Hang on, before you say that,
His thoughts do
I will
not.
s- I
I
will
don't
s-
agree with his
I
thoughts.
don't know what he's gonna say, but I'm gonna say I
I don't know
probably
what he's
might
gonna
not
say
agree with him.
either. I don't agree with his
I
thoughts. I have no complaints of this
I
strike.
will say
We
that
do it.
actors
Hoorah!
actors still to this day, they still kind of get a lot of shit, and it's because they're on screen, they're getting like the star struck or whatever that the actors kind of are treated surprisingly, people would be surprised, sometimes actors are treated poorly,
Okay.
you know, and that's why they had the actor strike not too long ago.
And that is a very
that's why they-
important thing that deserves to be a part of the strike. I'm not
Yeah.
taking away from anything. I support the strike full fucking force.
Yeah.
That
I
being
know.
said, I do
See, there's the but. See, a
I
but is not a
do
good thing.
think that once SAG joined the strike, it completely took out all the writers' strike momentum out of it, which was the original reason that everyone went on strike in the first place.
On Twitter,
The whole
Like,
reason
if-
Sir, you mean X?
if you my bad.
No,
Yeah.
Matt, this is the one time dead naming is okay, is on fucking Twitter.
That's so true.
Is fucking Elon Musk, who I didn't realize has a trans daughter, and apparently they hate each other.
Aren't they like? Isn't she like 5 now? Like, how is she? How does she? How's
No,
she trans? She's
No,
like 2 years old.
he has like 8 children.
What?
He has a bunch of
No,
children.
he's
It's just
got
the
full
most
like
recent
Genghis
one
Khan.
everybody
I'm not gonna get
remembers.
away from this. Hold on, I actually need to defend myself after saying that stuff.
Oh yeah, just cut it.
Elon Musk be fucking?
I just feel like it got a little distracted is all. Now, granted, it was distracted by a very important thing, and these things both need to be reconciled, and they're both unfair to the actors and to the writers. I'm just saying, it did kind of start with the writers, and I feel like a lot of people are kind of forgetting that, and I don't want the actors get leaving the writers behind and taking that taking the momentum. They're both just staring off away, trying to get away from everything I'm saying.
I'm listening. I'm reading.
I'm not playing a mobile game right now.
You fuck. But once again, I support the strike. I support the strike full force. I've barely even been talking about new movies and shit on most podcasts. I know we talked about Midsummer last time, but like
That
that.
was long ago.
But here's the thing: A24 is one of the only Hollywood studios right now
Yeah, exactly.
that are filming, so I feel fine talking about their movies.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, you say that they're. I mean, I think you.
They
Do you
agree.
mean it like that they're cool with
Yeah,
them?
they
Like
agreed to all the terms of the
yeah.
terms, so
Well-
they just went on filming.
Yeah.
Whatever
The-
they're probably gonna be the only good movie to come out next year.
The thing is that most people, most fucking like big companies and like executives are down for it because it's a huge net negative for them. Like they're losing a lot of money because of this strike. But it's
Yeah.
only like a couple that are holding out like
But it's
I don't wanna.
but it's the couple that matter is the problem. You know?
Yes, but the couple that matter are costing everybody else money.
Yeah, exactly.
Like literally all the other execs money. So the other execs are now getting mad at these guys because they're costing them money. And it's like, dude, we're losing more money for these people being on strike.
At
worth,
some
like,
point,
I don't know the exact numbers, but it's a lot of money in comparison. Like it's like 50 million versus like 1 million type of thing.
it's ridiculous. There's a weird shift that happened at some point in the last like 20 years where, or maybe 30, I'll give 30 years because capitalism is a problem, where money stopped. When you made a profit, money stopped going back to the company and creating a better product. You know, it just, everything got worse. It continued to get worse, but these companies operate as essentially monopolies, so they have no incentive or competition to continue improving their products. You know, and
It's when the reusing IPs got really like I started getting a lot of money. That's why they don't care about making new things. That's why like Hollywood doesn't care about making like new and like new products and like creating like caring about fucking what's the word
originality.
well yeah that too, but I mean quality over
Quality.
quantity. That's what they care about more.
It's almost like
quantity over
Hollywood
quality.
is doing the YouTube approach, where it's like you have to release a video every day.
Well, yeah, no, it's exactly the YouTube approach. Like people want to like just like separate them. Like a lot of filmmaking YouTube, like whatever, a lot of YouTube in general, just want to separate themselves from like actual like mainstream media, as in movies and TV and whatever. It's like they couldn't reflect each other more in that, and at least in that sense,
And
where it's all about quantity rather than quality.
It's almost like a very popular and sorry, Johnny, you'll accept that I
No.
Like, you-
I'm taking the mic away from my face to.
oh okay, because I'm like, well, it's almost like a very popular movie studio kind of kicked that off. And I'm not gonna call them out. I'm not gonna call Marvel out like that. But a very popular movie studio, like I don't know, like Marvel, we'll use an example. Made that super popular where they make quantity over quality and don't even pay. They pay their people very little for it.
That
Are you dumb or are you stupid? Like what the fuck? I'm not gonna call anybody out, but like you
That's
know
the
this
joke,
company
Mark.
called-
that was the joke.
this company
Nah,
called
you weren't
Tarvel.
doing that on purpose.
Bro,
You weren't
joke
doing that on
over
purpose.
your
There's
head.
no way you were
Joke
doing that
over
on
your
purpose.
head. Joke over your head.
I'll concede
way you
that
did
the
not-
joke went over my head if you could prove to me that you did that on purpose. I swear,
I
I've
did it
known
on
you for
purpose.
years.
I
There's
did-
no way.
The joke was like, I'm not going to say this movie, and then I say the movie studio. That's the joke.
No, the
Okay.
joke would
Way
have
to
been if
kill
you
it.
had like made up a studio that sounded like Marvel. If you were like the
That's what I would have thought you would have done.
Yeah.
I think
No,
like
I thought
that.
it'd be funnier if I just like straight up said like more like this movie
I mean,
like we'll
fair
use an
enough.
yeah, but if
example.
you do that, let's break down comedy for a minute. But if you do that,
Fair enough.
you gotta do like a funny voice, or you gotta like do an aside. It's like, I'm not gonna call any way out, but Marvel, like you gotta do something
no,
like
that's
that.
cheesy comedy.
I don't care. It's we're at the fundamentals, baby.
That is cheesy, but no, I think the nuance is enough to. I think he
Yeah, but
subverted
then
it.
when we-
It did go over my head.
I-
Maybe
When
not.
By
we
the way-
explained the joke, it just ruined it. So
No,
I
it
hope
This is
I
a
hope
question
people
I
laugh for
have.
I
5
just thought you were
seconds.
being serious. Like I thought
No,
you
I
were
totally
doing that.
wasn't.
Okay.
I was 100% doing it on purpose.
Speaking
Okay, fair
of that though, and the strikes and everything, do VFX artists have a union?
I'm assuming they're under
Yes,
the
I believe they
writers'
do.
union
Yes.
or SAG-AFTRA.
The problem with the VSX artists too is like they're owned by multiple companies, and
Yeah,
like
they're
Marvel
always
doesn't own the
contracted.
studio that they use it. They just them and Weber, right? Weber, they use Weber.
They're
That was the
so I
studio
don't know the
they used.
names. What it is that their VFX artists aren't like they're not under like the actual studio that makes the movie itself.
No,
It's like
they're always rented
basically
out.
renting out their services.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
contract
So
workers.
Yeah, so the VFX artists have their own thing. Like they're completely independent from any issues that they have. If
Yeah,
if
this-
they're having problems with the amount that they're getting paid, that is under that
company.
company itself.
Yeah.
It's not under the movie studio whatsoever. I mean,
The-
there are a lot of issues anyway. Like you could just go to animation and and then that applies to like across
Yeah.
the seas to Japan and shit too.
I was just
Um,
asking because I could very
yeah.
easily, with the stuff that's come out about like the workloads and like the
exactly.
turnaround times and stuff with
oh my god.
VFX artists, I could absolutely see them joining the strike if they're not already.
Mark, you actually
not devolver.
you brought up a trigger in me when you said like overseas, like especially like Japan. And I'm gonna save you guys. Right, I'm going to go over this now, but I'm gonna save you guys the rant. I'll go over this when we're done this conversation. The nightmare that Japanese animators have to go through.
Yeah.
Just the pure nightmare what they have to go through. And fun fact for people who don't know and people get upset when anime does this, if you watch anime, you see a lot of still frames. American animation is different than Japanese animation. Japanese animation, they get paid per frame. They get paid every frame they make. They get paid for.
That's
So to
weird.
cut money, it makes no sense, but that's how they do it. So to cut money, they will actually use they'll just do still frames, so they can recopy frames, and if they copy the same frame twice, they don't have to pay for that second frame.
Wait, so if it
It's
are we
every
talking
unique
about like
frame
per frame of video?
every unique frame they get paid for.
Every unique frame. So it's
Yes,
not like
so
if
you can
I
do-
if I hold on a shot of a like crudely drawn hand for a minute and it's at 30 frames per second, they're not getting paid.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah,
get paid for
you're
that
not
single.
getting
They
paid
get paid for that single one time.
Okay. So they're not getting paid by the frame.
Not
of
getting
each-
paid by the frame. They're
Okay.
getting paid by like the animation that they make.
Okay.
So like if it's an animation to where let's say a character does something and then like it's a cut shot of a couple images and they're like a couple frames, they get paid for each image, but not but like if they're the same in the frame, if they have like 5 frames of the same image, they're not getting paid for that.
5 frames is the same. Okay, I see what you're saying now.
So like if it's scrolling across the same image and they're 5 different frames, they're not going to get paid for those 5 frames. They're going to pay for the single image that came off that frame.
Yeah, that's
It's such
so
a
that
weird way to go about it. It makes no
encourages-
sense.
That
But
encourages
Oh,
simplified
oh,
drawings that
Oh, yeah.
are easy.
Oh yeah.
that are
if you
easy to replicate.
if you watch enough, you'll see it. That's it, like all like
Yeah,
it-
it gets
once
really
you know
annoying.
that, you'll never unsee it. And like holy shit, that makes because so much makes sense after that.
Yeah, and then there's different studios that like or not different studios, but like different like animes that are part of the same studio where you'll
Mhm.
see like that they just reuse the assets because it's cheaper.
Yes.
They don't have to
Oh,
pay
yeah.
the guys.
shit. Speaking of animation, what show just got announced? Shit. It was what? Oh, it was the Scott Pilgrim animated thing.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Isn't it this? I heard it was like the same studio that did Korra and Avatar and stuff, the Korean studio.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh.
I think so.
And I'm super excited for that. Here's the thing: it's a strike, so we can't really. I don't want to talk about these things, but like, I'm super excited.
Hang on.
I'm talking as a
It's a
They did
different
say-
thing altogether.
So they did say if you read like I know it's Stag, but if you read Stag's thing, they did say that journalists journalists and
Talking about it is
people
fine.
who talk about
Making
it
it
is
is not.
fine. Yeah, you're
Okay.
allowed to talk about it.
'Cause
And
I
you're allowed
know
to talk about the stuff that's being made afterwards as well. So you're allowed to talk about the new movies and TV shows.
Gotcha.
Like it's like that doesn't mean if you talk about it, it doesn't mean you're not supporting it. So that's what they're saying is like it's okay to do all that stuff. In fact, they prefer you talking about it because it's bringing up the real issue that's going on.
Yeah, right. Because I know like Dead Meat isn't covering anything right now. Like they're
No.
not. They're doing just like don't hug me, I'm scared and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Probably like a solidarity thing.
Yeah, as like a solidarity thing. So like I don't know. These lines are weird. I don't know where to go. I'm one man.
Just don't worry about it then.
I'm one stupid man.
But I don't know who's doing the Scott Pilgrim show. I'm sure it you know the company that did like Avatar and Korra, you know, they're a Korean company, so they had very Asian oriented art. That's why it looks like that. For people who don't know, or for people who are unfamiliar, Avatar and Korra was storyboarded in the United States, but it was animated in Korea. That's why it looks so Asian, and it was done that way on purpose.
Yeah, I believe it's South Korea is where they were doing. It's Studio
Yeah, it
Mir.
wasn't North Korea.
No, it was North Korea.
No, yeah, Johnny, it was
No,
North
it was
Korea.
North Korea.
It was North Korea they were doing it.
Did I say
Absolutely.
North Korea?
They contacted.
That's why there's
Kim
so much
Jong-un,
North
and he was like,
Korean
yeah, not
propaganda.
because it was. the
Wait, did
other
I
guy,
legit
'cause
say North Korea?
Run
Oh no, it
Run?
was ill at the time. Yeah, it would have been ill.
Yeah, because he was still alive. And they're like, hey, can we do the show? He's like, yeah, absolutely. And then they did it.
Wait, did I
That's why
legit
there's so
say
much
North Korea?
Korean propaganda.
Yeah.
Ba Sing Se is just a North Korean.
You remember the Tang Ang was like, look at our great president. He was amazing.
Ba Sing Se was South Korea.
Yeah.
That's why the president was dumb.
Fire King did nothing wrong.
The air nation, the air nomads were an allegory to North Korean people.
Oh, I didn't realize they did Boondocks too.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did Boondocks too. That's
Isn't
what
that
I know it
crazy?
from.
Yeah, that shows.
Well, that's why
wild.
Boondocks is like so good because it's
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Here's, but that's why Boondocks is so good because it's inspired by Japanese.
Yeah, well, yeah. I
Something
mean,
with Afro Samurai.
just watch Afro Samurai was an actual anime. It
Afro
was
Samurai
made in
is great.
Japan.
I love Afro Samurai.
Afro Samurai was made in Japan.
Yeah, it's an anime. It's a legitimate anime. It was made
There's
in
so
Japan.
much black in it. Samuel Jackson did one of the dubs.
Yeah, I know.
No, he's
That's the point.
he's
of
the
that's
two of the
the
main
point of the-
characters.
Yeah,
It was. Yeah, that's the point. I believe the director was. I
I
don't
thought
know.
Japan just didn't like black people.
No, they do.
Well,
They're
that's
just-
an oversimplification. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
like
they
there's some, like
don't- they
look at Mr. Popo. Like,
No,
I don't think I have to go into that
it's-
much.
Japanese
You
people.
mean in, like, the way
can't animate
Americans,
anything
though,
that's
or,
not
like,
Japanese? Like, have you ever seen white people in anime? They always have like really big noses and they're like really weird.
Kinda. It's
then,
not,
like,
but they're not
and then,
as
like,
bad as.
No, it's not. No, 100%.
They're
it's
just
not.
getting
And
back
then
at us for Walt Disney.
And then the girls for some reason are always blonde hair and blue eyes, but they look like just regular other anime girls. You ever
Yeah,
notice that? You ever look at a girl, watch a Japanese anime and look at a girl from the United States? She always has blonde hair, blue eyes every
Yeah.
single time, like without a doubt, every single.
That's
time.
why my favorite kind of animes are the ones that are like, there's other countries other than Japan. Like that's why I like that.
Do you
Dimension
know-
W
you
is
know
a
what's
really good example of that.
of anime that does that. Johnny, put it on your earphones. Listen up. A good example of an anime that does that is One Piece.
Oh my
His
god!
main
One
character's from
Piece?
Brazil.
Oh my god! Where each fucking person on the
What?
crew is from
They
a
have
different
French
country,
character, Canadian character,
and a black dude.
Yeah, they do, but he's a skeleton.
You know what's so funny? I was talking about Usopp. What the fuck?
oh, Usopp is also black too.
He's a skeleton. I'm not considering him under one of the races. Why would I? Yeah, you know what I get from that pair of bones is a black guy. Like what?
Hang on, hear me out. Hear me out.
What?
It just cues the Leonardo DiCaprio monologue about how the skulls are different
Django.
from Django. Just complete nonsense.
No, I promise. No, hear me out, please. No.
No, I know exactly what you mean because in the flashbacks when he's a real person, yes, he's probably he looks black because he has an afro and
Thank
like,
you.
he's musical. Like,
Thank
yes.
you. He's like the same skin tone as Usopp too. Thank
Yes.
you. Okay.
That's
Thank
not
you.
what I'm talking about now.
Jesus Christ. You made me sound so bad.
This whole conversation is bad. Just flat out.
No, it's not that. No,
No.
dude, fucking. If you see the live action, he's. But the thing
Oh
that I
my
was
god,
gonna
he was
mention.
done so well in live action.
Yeah, he was. He was my favorite character in the live
Yeah.
action.
I want to
thing that I was-
sign. It's just 0 days since we've talked about One Piece.
You goddamn right. Goddamn right, baby.
Oh no.
I would show my camera, but it would fuck it up. Posters are hanging right there.
Mark, I just realized, is that photo new?
No, I've always had it. You've just never been able to see it.
Okay. What is it?
We're on the other side of his wall, because then the other side is like literally all like the One Piece wanted posters.
It does look like you're in a
no. I moved
completely
everything
new
around.
room.
What do you-
Oh, you
No,
did
I
say that
moved
like, last
everything
week, and I forgot.
No, my posters are up there. You can't see them. I didn't give a shit about that.
We're all
Oh.
Do
in
you
like
still have? Do you still have the thing that goes down behind you?
No, it's over here. You can't see it. I don't really use it that much anymore. The reason why I use it is because where I was in my room, behind me was my bedroom, and I don't like showing that. So I just
we're all
show
in
it
like new
instead.
places because Matt's moved, you rearranged the room, and I just couldn't be bothered to set up the camera over there. So now you get to see like the shitty side of my studio with all like the canvases and the giant Pikachu and
yeah,
shit.
you're not in your nerd cave.
Yeah,
nerd
it's
cave.
right
Yeah,
there.
you're not
like
in
the
the
normal
best
background you're used to
looking-
seeing is right there. Like I just I didn't have an extender to move the camera over there.
Johnny has a very photogenic, like a very great podcasty looking
Yeah, he
room
does.
for a certain side of it, but he never
The
shows
other
it now.
side is
He's
just
just so
trash.
look. I'm telling you, people who are watching the podcast now, there is a perfectly good podcast side of Johnny's room
Yeah,
to where
here.
he has he has 2 couches.
Look at
Look
that.
at that shit. He has
Yeah.
got 2 couches.
Perfect.
Okay, so I think he got rid of one of the couches. He had 2 couches there. 2 chairs.
I
It
didn't
was
get.
perfect.
I never had 2 couches in
podcasting.
here. What do you want about?
No, you had 1 couch and 2 chairs.
Yeah. No, I have 3 chairs down here and 1 couch.
Yes. But
Well,
my
here's
point
the
is,
thing.
you have a very
This side
perfectly
of the room is
podcasty
the one
section.
Where we shoot catch movies. So like,
You
and
guys
there's
sit
no
on the couch, right?
there's no there's no video for that, so it doesn't matter where we're sitting and stuff. When we did Enter the Dragon, I was on the floor for half of it. You know, I was just like, oh, just. And it was fun. You know, like we're
And he
just.
never uses it. He
just
also has my
comfortable.
statues, but he has not put up one.
I'm not putting up your weird
Yeah, fake
titty
friend.
statues.
Not even
friend.
not even any pops.
Let's
Man, I got Jon Snow in
let's hear this.
Fake
Let's
friend.
hear this out. Matt, when he moved back, had to leave a bunch of stuff behind. I was like, I'll hold on to your shit,
Like a good friend.
and until we can get it back to you. And he gives me this box, and it's just filled with titty statues.
Yeah,
Like-
I don't. What's the problem?
I
Those are
don't
my those are the
I-
statues I
Do you
love.
not like titties?
because
You
I
don't
know
like titties?
Matt, and I know I
don't like
shouldn't
boobs?
touch it.
I
What's
guess you
up?
don't like boobs. Do you think he came all over it?
Yes, I
I
do.
mean, what the fuck?
Right? It's like, yes, Johnny, I get a statue and I put it in a jar. Like, what do you expect me to do? What am I doing with the statue?
I mean, I could understand like pulling a whole like Deadpool or Deadpool 2. I don't remember which one, but he's like, oh, and he's just like, I can get that, but like, do you think he's just nutting on them? Like,
Yeah, no.
I'm just weirded out by it. I'm just it's a weird thing that's taking up space in my guest room now.
I don't think you like boobs or butts
There's a
or
lot of
women. Is there something you want to talk to us about?
I hate
You want to?
I hate all of you.
Pride
Yeah,
Month
you
wasn't
do
too
a
long
podcast
ago.
about
We
Fuck you.
you know we
You know, not funny. You know, and
They accept you for who you are.
I don't know. It's weird to me. It's not something I would ever purchase.
Oh no, it's very weird.
Okay.
No, it's normal.
It's very
It's not normal.
weird.
I don't even
But it's
have
cool.
that many statues.
I know plenty of people, and also girls. I know plenty of girls that were like, "Yeah, statues."
I don't even have. I have one statue, and it was a gift. It was my Thor statue.
I just really like statues. I've always liked statues.
See, here's what you're getting at. Here's where you're thinking it's a problem. You think we're talking about statues in general. Look behind me. We're not talking about statues. We're
not.
talking about
Those are the best kind of statues.
those statues.
Anyone. She's like,
Mark, are you
they're just-
fucking
they're
plastic
women that are
man?
very proud of their bodies.
The way your body just morphed into a pair of tits. It was awesome.
See, what you don't understand is that I'm a big boy, so they're always there anyway.
I'm a big boy. I love that phrase. We don't understand is I'm a big boy. I'm totally using that in an argument. But when some of them were like, look, you just don't understand. I'm a big boy. Let's see how well that goes down.
Yeah, I just I here's the thing. When I was moving them, the box fell out from underneath it, and I had to like put them back in the box and stuff.
Are any okay?
Yeah, they were fine.
Jesus Christ.
It
They
did.
were expensive.
I picked it up and
Fair.
they all came out the bottom. It didn't fall.
No, it's not. It's not. I'm not blaming you, Johnny.
And then I was going through it, and like fucking clothes were falling off these things, and I had to.
some
like-
of-
Oh
some
yeah,
of-
the
so-
clothes come off. That's even worse,
Some
dog.
of them-
Like
so okay, I will admit, some of them you can take the clothes off.
I'm not. I just wasn't.
There's like three. There's three that you can take the clothes off.
I just wasn't imagining that when I picked up your doll, that
They're
the
not
s-
dolls.
that the
statues.
skirt was gonna fly off and I'd be face to face with a vagina. Okay,
Johnny?
I wasn't
Johnny?
expecting that.
Johnny, I was gonna say, Johnny, it was a very real possibility. Unless you've already went through it, there's a very real possibility that there's a strong case that if there's a very certain three statues.
I'm not saying maybe. I'm telling you it happened.
Is it the one with the girl with her legs up?
Dude, I don't know. This was months ago.
I know which one you're talking about.
Like, I'm just not expecting, like, to be affronted with Annabelle's coochie. Like,
That one. That one cost me like $50.
jeez.
Christ.
That's cheap for a statue.
Like, that's a video game.
Yeah, I
Statues are expensive. Like
Yeah.
my one
New guy here was like
Ryuko
150.
statue that I have. That statue
know,
when
I
I
say
first
all this-
bought it was $25.
I
That
say-
statue now goes for $250.
I say all this, but, like, I've got a 3-foot tall Pikachu behind me.
No, like I said,
That's
the weird part
different,
isn't the statues.
No, it's the fact that they're
It's the-
girls that
the-
are like very half naked and their tits are out.
It's
and stuff.
'cause-
I just enjoy those statues. Okay.
It's because you're, to quote Elvis Presley, you ain't nothing but a horn dog.
No, I'm just a
No,
degenerate.
you're not
okay?
a horn dog. You're a whore.
I take offense to that.
You're
a whore.
slut.
Name 100 times I've been a whore.
Well, yeah. Well, name name
That's my new
10,000 times
favorite.
that I've been a slut.
That's my new favorite thing to do. Caden was here earlier today. I don't remember what it was, but he's like, Matt, you're this, and I'm like, all right, name 50 times I've been that. Like, it's like a crazy number.
And you just hear paper crumpling in the background. It's like, all
Yeah.
right. Well, starting one.
He has a fucking Rolodex that he's just going through.
That was the joke. That was the joke that he's like pulling up a log of like on March 17th.
I just
Did I ever tell you guys? My mom actually has a Rolodex that she still uses, and I'm like, why the hell do you have this? And she's like, well, it's to keep memory of like people's contact information. I'm like, dog. What?
That's I called a contact.
that just have your
info.
contacts list.
Yeah, just in your
Like,
contact.
okay, I won't lie. I have a bunch of numbers written down that like important numbers just in case something happened.
Well, that's different. No, she like uses this for work. Like she
Yeah,
has like a
no,
whole
absolutely
laptop and a
not.
work phone.
Please
But
tell me
doesn't-
she like pulls up the
super crazy.
Rolodex when she's looking. She's like, all right, let's go to the chase."
probably I don't see her doing it, but every time I look at like the Rolodex, it's at a different position. So like that tells me that she actually
she's
is
going through the Rolodex.
Yeah.
It's not a worst case. It's legitimately your mom living in the 80s still.
My
Yeah.
my co-director legit, she showed me her contacts list because like I asked to have a number and then she was scrolling for like 2 minutes. I'm like, do you have the number? And she's just like, yeah, I'm just scrolling down. She had legit just been scrolling and scrolling.
Yeah, she doesn't use the search. Yeah.
until like freaking like because
Oh my
she's
god,
done
people
so
that
many
don't use
shows.
searches on contacts bothers me.
Well, mine's alphabetized, so I just click on the letter and then it takes me to like all my M's or whatever.
I don't bother. I just press search. I just start searching the last like first
Well,
like
here-
first.
I
part-
don't know what I put them in my phone as.
See, here's the thing.
because I'll put
So
Their
for
name!
me,
no
one so
because like I use weird names for like my friends.
exactly
Oh, that's
same.
fair.
So I
do the
put
same.
I have a lot of weird names for people, but also I don't have a lot of contacts. So I scroll, but only because like one of them is like Cheese Master or some shit.
Exactly.
The other one's like fucking like Jägermeister. The another one's like dumb shit like that. So I
Matt-
don't remember who it is
hold
unless I'm looking at the name.
What is my name in both your contacts?
I believe it's still 02. It is.
Pretty sure it's Schweikmeister.
I love March so much, actually.
I just do that because you have an unhealthy obsession.
I
Yes,
don't
also,
have an
same.
unhealthy obsession, okay? How dare you tell me I have an unhealthy obsession over 02?
The bad part is I know you've bought that since you moved because all your statues are here.
No,
That's even-
no, I did not. I did not. This
Oh.
this is my favorite statue of all time. This one came with me.
Okay. Does the clothes stay on that one?
Yes. This is a $180 statue. I'm gonna put it back down now.
Are you sniffing her?
I was not sniffing her.
That's not what it's gonna look like in the edit.
I hate you so much. Are you gonna do sniffing noises? Fuck! Stop helping him.
Just get a clean cut of someone making super hardcore sniffing sounds.
I'll do it for you.
Yeah,
I'll do it
go for
the
it. Dead
memes.
air. Hold on. Dead air for a second. Matt, go.
There you go.
Okay,
You can use
there
that
you
on
go.
your stuff. It's all yours.
Have
there you go,
fun.
buddy.
You know,
I'm fucking myself over, but it's for the bits, so it's fine.
I almost put up a green screen behind me so people wouldn't have to see all my shit.
I don't have an unhealthy obsession. I don't know what you're talking about. I am a normal person. I need to drink a sip of water because I'm that upset. Oh, that's not good water in there. There's still stuff left.
What do you mean there's stuff? It's water.
Yeah, but if it's sitting for a
It's
while,
been sitting for like a month and a half.
What do you mean it's been
Oh.
sitting for a month and a half? Do your dishes.
or drink water.
I drink water.
If it's been sitting for a month and a half, that's your water.
Well, I
bottle.
drink it out of bottles. See?
Matt,
Stop. Care about the environment.
Matt-
Care. Stop. Actually care about the environment. Our planet is dying.
Matt, how many fucking drinks are you gonna pick up off from off frame? How many bottles are behind you? He within a span of 10 seconds, he picked up 3 different drinking items.
That has a pocket dimension behind it.
Yeah, I have an infinite bag. My room is an infinite bag of holding. I live in it.
I had a player who wanted to
See?
they came up with the greatest idea
And
for
it's not the same one as this one. They're 2 different water bottles.
I had a player who wanted to make they have a sheep familiar and they wanted to make their bag of holding the sheep's wool so that you could just reach into the wool and find whatever you needed.
Oh, that's awesome.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
And that was like I was like the second they brought that up to me, I was like, yes.
I would put guts in it so that sometimes when I go into it, I just take my hand out and it looks like I just like shoved my hand into the.
Yeah, it's like, and it makes noises too. It makes squishy noises every time you go in. It's like,
Dude, my old main party, they would collect tongues and shit. Like just like D&D really allows
That's an
people
alchemist.
to get weird, you know.
So
Yeah,
did you
that-
start a new campaign yet, Johnny?
No, I'm waiting till after I get back from tour. That's my rule because I can't.
And you're not taking any extras.
I haven't built the table yet.
Well, now what if I have you move my pieces for me?
We're not doing anything till after I get back. I don't know how I'm
Any
filming
Hoosiers.
this show, by the way. I guess I just
What?
gotta bring the roads on the road.
I'm in a full belief of you should record your D&D sessions because they can be pretty funny.
They
like-
can.
Like the time I stole the fucking bongos from the fucking mermaid.
Yeah, it's because you're klepto. I would have to ask everyone about it because I'm not sure everyone's comfortable with that.
I guess.
I'm not. I know Jake would be, but like, nah, I'm not gonna throw that on everybody.
Yeah, let's not call names though.
I'm not looking to be fucking some Critical Role bullshit, you know.
That's fair. Just because you record a D&D campaign does not mean you're Critical Role. Like, it's not you're copying. Critical did not create that, by the way. They just made it
No,
popular.
it was just the first one that came to mind.
Yeah.
Which I love their new campaign. It's fantastic.
Oh, it is pretty great.
Yeah,
I'm collecting.
it's so good when they did that thing.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
so awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
That was my favorite part.
Mark, who's your favorite PC from Campaign 3?
Dingle Snatch McDorgleberry. Like
Yeah.
I fucking
Dingle
love
Snatch
him.
McDorpleberry.
My favorite character.
My favorite character.
You're always like, oh,
And
Dingle
who was
Snatch,
playing that
you
again?
Character,
Who was
you.
playing that again, Mark? Which was
Laura Bailey.
Laura
That's the only name that I know. Don't ask me any other name.
He got one. He got one.
Don't ask me any other name. That's the only one that I know. Because Matt Mercer, but not
Matt Mercer.
Not a player.
He's DM.
He's in Boulder.
But that's
Gate.
because I was in Laura Bailey fan before she was even on Critical Role. She's done my favorite voices.
a
And also
good
she's
voice
hot.
actor. She's a good voice
Yeah.
actor.
She's a good voice.
And also she's hot.
She's a good voice actor.
And she's hot.
Was she season 1 or season 2? Or was she?
She's day one,
Whoa.
bro.
Bro, this game, holy shit.
Matt, stop
Sorry,
playing
what?
fucking Clash Royale.
I'm not playing.
He's
Clash
playing
Royale.
fucking Raid Shadow Legends.
No, I'm
Yeah,
playing a
fuck no.
very, very not safe for work game on my phone. That's like doesn't show anything bad,
You're
but
a
it's
whore.
very suggestive. I was not expected to be this suggestive.
I'm a Matt. We gotta get. I don't know what it is, but like, I think I said it last week where it's like if he took me, if I'd like sapped some of his libido, we would both even out.
Yeah. We need to get him
I
one of those
talked- I
boxes
talked about
from
it before,
Cyberpunk.
right? Like it's legitimately I have an actual mental disorder with that. It's called sex addiction. Like we talked about
Which,
this
by the
before.
way,
I'm
not
open
to
about it.
dismiss. Yeah, we talked about it last week. Not to dismiss what you're saying about your mental health, but that is a great name for a band.
Sex addiction. Oh my god!
Pretty sure it is.
We should start a band,
Dude,
I'm pretty sure it is.
I've got too many projects and music and. Okay, what
But what was I saying?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I was saying we need to get him a box from like one of those boxes from Cyberpunk, where it's basically you just put it on your junk and it just sucks your dick.
There was a
It's called a pocket pussy, Mark.
No. This is like it's a box, but it's like so realistic that it's like, oh my god. And then you put VR on, and then it's like you're actually getting the real thing.
and
So
then your
you put on the
02
VR glasses,
fantasy
right?
can actually happen in
What?
the virtual world.
Bro, if that
Exactly.
exists, I'm afraid of the future. I'm afraid of our population in the future
I'm
because
at-
like robot girls are going to become a thing, and like no one's
Nah.
ever going to fuck other
We're
people.
overpopulated as is. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but we're going to dwindle down to nothing.
Eh.
Look
I'm
at
not gonna
China.
dwindle down over China is overpopulated.
They are. But then there's like girls that have to be like with like multiple guys because they can't find one partner. Well, they
That's
can find one partner, but
That's
they can't
called a
like.
they're
lack
There's not
of-
enough girls.
overpopulated. You
There's
can
not
only
enough
have one
girls.
child without government intervention.
There's not enough girls, so they have to be like with multiple guys.
That's cheating. Like they literally
it's
there's a
normal
whole
in China.
cheating thing.
Some
No, it's
people are
normal
There's
in
a
China.
whole there is a whole like like a whole thing about cheating. There's a fucking company that you can hire that will fucking pretend to be your partner's family so that they don't know who your real family is so that you can cheat all the fuck you want. Like that's a huge thing.
See, that seems like so much work.
Yes, but like if you have a whole secret family with somebody and you don't want them to know about your real family, then you do that. Or also, you can also they also do a thing where you can like they disapprove of them so that you can break up with them.
There's got to be like a breakup hotline or something,
No,
like something
I would hope so, but no.
like just that
I would hope so, as if I've never been broken up with.
like a
as the
telegram.
guy.
Yeah, no, me neither. Totally.
You've never been broken up with?
No, I've always been the one that's been breaking up with. That's the point.
How do you think you handle it?
What do you mean?
Like, do you think it would be like bother you, or you think it would like you'd be
If
like,
I'm always broken up with,
yeah, or like if you had get broken up with at this point?
at this point, I wouldn't care.
Eh.
I mean, not care, but like, it wouldn't affect me as hard as it has in the past.
Okay, fair enough.
Like I
don't
would
think a
deal with it
girl's
just
ever
like my
broken
ex
I don't think
my
a girl's ever
ex-girlfriend
broken
this
up
year.
with me.
this year.
No, in high school, it happened one time.
In 1935.
Oh my god! Every girl I've ever been with, besides that one girl, I've always broken up with them.
Huh.
Legitimately did. I
Let me think about this.
no, I broke up with Shannon too.
I think I have the exact opposite. But
That's
I've dated less
crazy.
people. than
That's
you
my
guys
point
have.
too. That's what I'm saying. is that
Well,
I've-
no, there was one that was like I broke up with her, but she was initiating it. Was the thing.
Again, like that's kind of where I'm like thinking about
Some-
it too. and
some
I'm
are
like,
weird
Well,
count.
there's times where I felt like she was breaking it, but no, it was getting to the point where she was going to break up with me, and I broke up with her because it got to that point. I date a lot of girls that just can't communicate their
You're
emotions correctly.
Heartbreaker, dreammaker.
or a whore.
I've dated a few girls like that too. Oh, you're talking about me? Never mind. I'm not a whore.
Matt, you probably do good in porn.
What's okay? Let me ask you guys this general question: what's a healthy amount of partners?
In
Whatever is less than your number, that one.
I feel like my numbers is somewhat healthy.
I think that's arbitrary. Well,
What would you guys consider a healthy number?
Whatever is less than your number.
No,
that
we're
one.
not talking about my number. I'm talking about what you guys would consider a healthy number of partners.
a healthy number of partners, I would say. There's got to be a calculation like this, like the whole like.
Okay. I'm gonna rate it to a form of sex because Mark's calling me whore. So, what's a healthy partner of sexual partners?
See, that's another that it depends on the
one. 'Cause
Because
person.
they're different. They're different
The
things.
one that you marry.
No, of your past. What's a healthy?
There
And
should
again-
not be any in the past. There's only one ever, and it's the one that you marry.
No,
then on
I
your
wanna
wedding
put this
night.
out. I want to put this out,
Yeah.
guys.
You take her out for a malt.
Everybody's different.
And then you
Everybody
go
has
to-
everybody's had pasts. We do not judge people on their pasts. We do not judge people how many partners they've been with in the past. If you're with a girlfriend or a boyfriend and you've been upset with their partners in the past, that's more reflection on you than it is on them.
I think it
We do not-
depends on you and the partner. Because some people, like if there's a discrepancy between the two numbers, I feel like it's a problem for them. Some people it's not. But if two people are like close in numbers, I feel like there's not really any problem there. You know?
I guess that's fair. Like what?
Like
would-
I don't think
what
there's a
would-
clean example of like I don't think there's a clean number of that.
So like over 20.
I don't know,
that's
dog.
a lot,
I'm not a
right?
sex guru. That's one. They go steady, they get married, and then they fuck, and then have a kid, and then the cycle continues.
Is like over 20 a lot, or no?
Sure.
It depends. I don't like for like a 19-year-old. Yeah, probably.
I would
Yeah.
say if someone in like their late 20s.
If you were 27 and you had 20 partners and your name was Matt Schweiker,
I said
Like-
over 20. Okay.
like, fuck, dog. Why don't you like? Could you make it any more? And his hair was brown, and he was wearing a red shirt today. Just hypothetically, though. Hypothetically speaking.
He had an average size wiener,
Hypothetically speaking.
slightly above average.
Technically, it's slightly above average.
And his cock is fucking huge. We've had this conversation.
It's not.
He's fucking
Stop
the way
overhyping
he.
it.
I'm not overhyping it. The way he describes his dick, it's fucking gigantic. It's like he talk, like this isn't a 1-for-1 like something that he said, but it's a good example. It's like, you ever have it where your dick touches the water when you sit down
What's up? Yeah.
in the
Gus-
in the toilet?
What's up?
That's a really good example. Like it's literally like 1-for-1.
Now I've definitely had that happen.
You've had where your dick touches the water?
Yeah,
Where you sit down to poo?
yeah, like your tip falls in. Yeah, absolutely, I've had that.
You have a fucking gargantuan schlong. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, cool.
Your cock is an elephant cock. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, well,
Like Jesus Christ.
I've
Yeah.
we legit started this podcast like, man, there are some problems with like sexual harassment in the film industry, and now we're just sitting here like, how big's your dick? You know,
Well, it's not. We don't need to know how big it is. I know it's
this
fucking
podcast
huge.
in general, where we talk about serious topics and then we're talking about this. You know how many times we have like content full of us just talking about this shit because we are like the three most open people in the world, and we decided to make a podcast.
yep, absolutely.
It's because he has a big ass dick.
Can we stop talking about it, dude? It's average, okay?
No, that microphone is not an average dick
This
size.
is not. No, this microphone is definitely not average. Definitely is not. From
That's
the
a big ass cock.
from the tapered
Feel so
end
bad
to
for my
the
roommate.
end here, yeah, absolutely not.
And
Wait,
that's
you guys-
fucking huge.
I'm gonna go talk to him real quick. You guys gotta do your thing. We're not ending the podcast.
We're
It's
filming
only
a
been an hour.
podcast.
It's only been an hour. You guys fill the time frame.
We're
while I'm
filming a
gone.
podcast.
Fill the time frame while I'm gone. You have 5 minutes.
I mean, we can just cut it out if you want.
No.
We're recording a podcast.
You want to just cut it out? Mark,
5
or-
minutes.
I'm just gonna cut it out.
Okay, we'll just cut it out.
What the fuck?
All right, I'm back. See, look. Hey, look. Not even 5 minutes.
That was quick. Mark, we're just getting to order food.
Yeah,
I gotta pee.
because we're recording a podcast and you just decided to fucking leave. Like,
Matt, the legit question. That was not long enough for a conversation. Did you just leave to get more beer?
No, I knocked on his door.
Don't
We
think
were like, I'm so sorry for my friends, and he goes, I got weird friends too. It's fine. I'm like, all right,
why
cool, then I
couldn't
let
you
him go
do
through.
that at the end of the podcast?
Or like
why
a
couldn't you do that when
text.
we were
'Cause
done?
we're ending in like
recording?
30 minutes. I'm gonna go right to bed afterwards because I gotta work tomorrow.
You could.
Because I don't know if he's gonna be busy.
You don't know if he's busy now.
He just walked away.
I'm gonna fucking lose it, Doug.
And we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Matt,
Welcome
don't you
back.
dare leave again.
I'm just kicking my door shut. There
Okay,
we go.
okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I can't wait to put that's gonna be at the end of the podcast, and then everybody's gonna be like, "Why is Matt so annoying?" And I'm like, "Well, or no. Why is Mark so annoyed at Matt?" And I'm like, "Well,
Well.
here's the proof."
There's
It's in the
only
footing.
one thing that unites me and Mark under the same cosmic sign or whatever, and it's our disdain for Matthew.
Cosmic sign? You mean the fucking?
Why
What was that, the
understand? Is it
astrology?
because I do things differently?
It's like you don't do things differently, Matthew. You do things wrong. You do things dumb. You do I do things differently? You mean I stand up while we're in the middle of recording and then leave for a second?
It's only a second. You guys can still talk and fill the air.
Matt is definitely left-handed.
Here's the thing, Matt. We do that when it happens out of your control. But if we're in the middle of a conversation and you're like, "Wait, guys, I need to go do something. Hold on, stop the conversation. Okay, now keep the conversation going. Okay, I'm back. What was the conversation again? Like,
We barely got done
How does that not-
roasting you.
how does that not like where like how does that not like ring a bell in your brain? How does that not like? Wait a minute, I shouldn't do this. Or wait a minute, they're having a conversation, so I shouldn't say anything. Dude, you left like 5 times last week. You left this time. I kept the conversation going. I kept talking, so it didn't bring any attention to it because I can just cut away to it. But fucking, if we're in the middle of talking and you just come out of nowhere, it's like, wait, guys, wait. Okay, keep the conversation going so I can I can leave. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm just glad it's not
I can't
you
cut
this
away
time.
from that.
I'm learning. I won't do that again in the
You've
future.
been doing this for like 10 years.
Yeah, I've been doing YouTube for a really long time.
Mark is.
I mean, granted, on off.
Can people please make a compilation of Mark yelling at either of us?
Oh my god, I'm telling you, that's not a complete. That's a whole podcast.
That's a whole.
We just make a We don't record a podcast one week, and we just make a smash cut of every single time Mark yelled at one of us for something stupid.
Yeah, be like a Christmas episode or something.
Oh, that would actually be. Really
Ooh.
Like
No,
some sort of holiday.
I feel like we do 2 episodes on like on Christmas. I feel like we do that, and then we do like another like a normal episode.
Dude. Stores are starting to put up Halloween stuff, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, because it's September 20th.
Costco has Christmas stuff up.
So excited. I love
Yeah, me
it.
too. Halloween's my favorite month.
It's so great. I love it.
I know it's technically October, not Halloween, but it's Halloween. The whole month, Halloween's all month long.
Me and
Fuck you
Jake have
guys.
been binging the movies. They're coming out. We're excited. It's gonna be a fun time this year because, it was another thing where with the strike and stuff, we were considering what movies to watch this year. So we were like, let's take it back. Let's do like some public domain films and like some really old stuff, you know, the old golden age Hollywood stuff. So we're doing like we're doing like Universal monsters and stuff like that, and public domain films and stuff like that.
Uni monsters.
You suck.
Why?
Me or Johnny?
Because you can make that so much better with like the new Invisible Man movie. You can with the Marvel like
Okay.
that weird like hour-long Marvel special they
The
did.
Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, Werewolf
have
by
you
Night.
Not
You can-
watched
you-
Wolf by Night before yet. That
could
is
do-
like
I can tell you
that's
why.
that's a
It's because I hate Disney and I canceled my Disney Plus subscription months ago.
Can I say one thing, Johnny? That movie
was it that I
made-
just
that
ended my career for a
TV
bit.
series was made for you, and you haven't watched it, and it bothers me.
I know I haven't because I'm not paying.
It's
$12.
literally- I will let you borrow my Disney Plus so you can fucking watch it because it's literally made for you.
Okay.
I
This is
pay
the
that much
perfect-
for 3 different programs.
This is the perfect time to watch
They
it,
have
Johnny.
bundle deals, dog.
This is the perfect time to watch it. You're fucking watching it because it's literally made for you. Everything's done practical. Even the werewolf transformation is done practical.
well,
It's shot in black and white, bro. It was not.
is it
made,
shot in
was
black
not
and
more-
white or did they change it to monochrome?
No, it was filmed black and white, and then
Okay. Because there's a
They-
huge lighting difference when it comes to that.
they
when
no,
shooting
it's
for black
it's
and white.
traditional. They made it very literally the director is you, which is why I got so upset because they did a
Oh,
whole
you made a movie?
they did a whole they did shut up, Mark. They did a whole thing at the end where you can very clearly when they did that they switched to monochrome. They filmed it in normal color because they have a whole thing at the end where it's like the Wizard of Oz treatment. Like you need to watch this, dude. I'm fucking telling you, it bothers me. You haven't fucking watched it. The werewolf transformation. I'm gonna spoil it for you because fuck you right now. The werewolf transformation is like they shot it to where they had different like levels of practical effects and like the light flickers and it shows his transformation. And it's just different like models that they build on top of it.
Listen,
When I'm telling you they went old school with this, they went old school with this.
good for them.
It's probably one of the best things Marvel's made, and you have not fucking seen it. And you
Good
complain all the time, and you only watch classic movies. It's the one thing that you would watch and enjoy, and you haven't fucking seen it. Sorry, I'm done. I just got really upset.
You done? You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, good for them.
No
I just
werewolf-
hate fucking Disney, even though I complain about new shit being made, and
What-
nobody knows how to do fucking things. But hey, I
And they do
fucking
the-
hate them,
They do the one thing that he claims that
and
no one
I'm not
knows how
gonna
to
watch
do.
it.
And he doesn't even watch it. Yeah.
I'm not. No werewolf transformation is ever gonna beat American Werewolf in London. Just not.
Fun fact, you say that. Guess what inspired that transformation?
American Werewolf in London. Yeah, it's one of the
Yes.
best werewolf movies.
Yes, Johnny. That's why I'm
Hey,
telling you
what
to
year
watch
is
this
it?
fucking thing.
What year is what?
This
American-
year, right now.
2023. I had to look.
So why
at
the
the
fuck
calendar.
can't you watch a new movie for once? Why does everything have to be made in 1922? Like, watch. There's so many good like horror movies that you just described that you could watch for your little stupid horror fucking shit with fucking the Angel Boy. But no.
Listen, it's my show. When did American Werewolf in London come out? 1981. It's not that long ago.
That was 40 years
Johnny,
ago.
that
Johnny,
was 40 years ago.
It's not that long ago.
that was 40
I could
years
be
ago.
I could be a grandpa by now. I mean, albeit it would be a teen pregnancy, but still a grandpa. There
Okay.
could be a third
Other
generation
werewolf
on the way.
film, I watched Ginger Snaps not long ago. Came out in 2000.
Johnny, that was 20 years ago.
There
You wanna
hasn't
keep
been
going with this?
that's like the most recent werewolf movie I can think of. There hasn't been a lot of them.
I don't know, the one that we just like described for the
yeah,
last
literally
15
the one
minutes.
that came out in 2021. 2021, not 2022. 2021. Came out 2 years ago, almost.
This is just a repeat of One Piece.
It's not a repeat of One
It's
Piece.
a reboot.
It's the
You
fa-
just don't watch
you,
new shit.
you don't watch anything new,
I
but they
catch-
complain about all the new shit.
And the
You
new
complain
shit
about-
the new thing that
Thank
came out
you.
is exactly what you complain about. Everything new not coming, like they don't do it, and they literally did it, and you have not seen it.
Remember
That's why I
last
got
week
so
when I was
upset.
talking about catching up on all of A24's catalog and watching all the Oscar
Yes.
picks from last year and everything? I did those are all recent things that I'm watching. I watch a lot of movies, okay?
Oh, but I can't watch One Piece.
That's one thing. I can
better
either
than
watch-
me.
You know how
you
many
can watch
movies-
4 episodes of One Piece in one movie that you watch. You watch like 6 movies. That's 4 times 6. Shut up. That's 24 episodes of One
I was
Piece you
just
can
gonna
watch in
say
one day.
24 episodes, Mark. Like, I should
I'm
have
not
said
good at
it.
math.
or
Oh my god, Mark.
I
I'm not
could
good at math.
educate myself on all 11 rendition of Christopher Lee's Dracula movies.
So back then, movies were about 3 hours, right? And you just said 11, so that's 33.
Movies
No,
back then were like an hour and 84 minutes.
Well, there's a
Okay,
there's
so we
a
can go
there's
with
a
two.
there's
So
an S
22.
curve there. Let's
There's a
say
what?
say like 2 hours on average.
Okay, so 22, so-
a little bit.
11, so 22 hours, right? Each episode is about 30 minutes.
He was in 11 movies playing the same character because there was all the European no, it's German Spanish version and then there's the European ones.
Okay. I'm
You
not
watched
going to count
73 round down, so 73 episodes in that time. You can
Or
watch a whole arc in that time.
or I could watch an entire saga of movies. It's why I like movies. You realize how long it took me to watch She-Ra, and that was only because I was in love with that show.
That was a good show. It took it took a while for it to fucking catch up. Like I would say season 2 and season 3, I kind of felt okay. No, actually, I really like season 3. Season 3 is when they go into the what's it called, right? They're in the wasteland.
It all blurs together. Like I couldn't tell you the seasons change.
Yeah, whatever. Like the season 2, I think it was. I did not care for season 2.
It took me so long to watch this like 8-episode show, but it took me like 5 minutes to watch this
Have you
2-hour
watched
long
Dragon
movie.
Prince yet, Johnny?
No.
I keep telling you to watch Dragon Prince, and you keep
I don't
refusing.
If
even
it
It's so
has
good.
20-minute, if it has any episode that is less than an hour, he's not gonna watch it.
Not true.
Because somehow there's like some sort of like
Johnny,
time
you know who made
dilation,
Dragon
fucking.
Prince?
There's like some sort of time dilation, fucking black magic wizardry that when you watch
Hang
a
on.
movie, it's less amount of
I'm gonna
time
convince
versus
Johnny to
the
watch
same
Dragon
amount
Prince
of
in
episodes. Like
one-
it's just there's like it doesn't. You don't understand it because you are not a scientific mastermind wizard.
not.
Because the time dilation just doesn't add up to real
on,
world.
hang on.
Can I
in-game time.
defend myself? Can I defend myself? Can I plead the fifth, motherfucker? Fucking not true. I have been watching Barry on HBO, and I've been watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch,
How long are those
The
episodes?
new one or the old one?
the old one, the one that came out in the 90s. It's a pretty good sitcom.
By the way, fun fact for people who aren't watching the new one's actually really good. It's just very teenage dramery, but that's literally the name of the show.
Mark left. Barry is
He
really
did.
good. Barry is really good.
It did.
It's got fucking Bill Hader and what's the Fonz's name? What's his name? Henry Winkler. Henry Winkler.
I'm waiting for Mark to come back.
They do very good together. I don't think. Oh, okay, there
There
he
he
is. He's
is.
back.
There he is.
He got food.
Look, Mark, before you say anything, I want to convince Johnny to watch Dragon Prince in one sentence. Are you ready, Johnny? Do you have your earphones plugged in?
I'm in. I'm here.
The creator and studio that made Dragon Prince is the same creator and studio that made Avatar the first and Korra.
Is Studio Mirror?
I think it's the same studio, but I know for a fact it's the same creator.
Okay. I mean,
And you can tell Avatar elements in the Dragon Prince. That's why I keep telling you to fucking watch it because it's actually amazing.
where do I watch the show?
Netflix.
Okay, fine. Fucking fine. You're lucky I still have a Netflix account.
Season 1's a
The
little rough.
only
'cause
reason
season
I still
1's
have a Netflix
very
account,
choppy
I used to watch
animation.
old ass movies.
the only reason I have a Netflix account is because my parents have one and I just use theirs.
Mm. That's fair. Do you have a Peacock account?
Peacock. Which one is that? I have a Paramount.
No,
Peacock.
but I have your cock account.
Peacock account. Peacock's like a lot of classic movies.
My cock
and,
is in the toilet water.
That's a big ass shit. I don't know what to tell you. It's a really big cock.
The only movies I would ever understand if people watch them multiple times in a row, like we'll go back and rewatch them. There's two sets of 3 movies. Are the only 2 sets of 3 movies that I will go back and rewatch. Is the original Star Wars trilogy and Back to the Future.
Okay.
Those are the only 2 acceptable answers I will take for that.
How do you not have a Peacock account? They have all these old ass movies on here.
That's what I'm saying. That's literally the exact. They have a shit ton of old movies. They have
Well,
Quantum
like
Break.
I have.
The
Here's
old
the thing.
Quantum Break.
Here's why I have Paramount, HBO or Max or whatever, HBO,
I
and
actually don't have HBO anymore.
Shutter. So like,
You have a Shutter account?
yeah, it's
He has a
really
Shudder
cheap. It's
account.
really cheap, and it's worth it.
Peacock's cheap. Peacock's $5.
I mainly
I
use it.
I had Shutter before it like became like as big as it is now. This shit sucks.
It's
I
mainly.
fucking hated it.
I mainly get it for Joe Bob Briggs.
Peacock has Blue Dragon.
Yeah,
I
dude,
thought-
Oh, I'm getting
Peacock's
Peacock.
got so much
I'm
good
getting
shit on
Peacock.
it.
I'm getting
It's got
Peacock.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's got the original Quantum Break on it. Peacock's
Nobody
got,
has
like, a
ever
lot of
known
good
about
shit.
Blue Dragon. I've talked about Blue Dragon before. Nobody has ever known about it.
Johnny,
And you
I'm
guys
being
don't
dead
know what Blue
serious.
Dragon
Look into
is.
Peacock. It's $5 a month for like the ones with ads, and it's $10 a month the ones without ads. It's dirt cheap.
Yeah, you think
and
I'm
it
paying
has
for? You think I'm watching ads? Fuck you. Let me look at this.
Okay,
Let me look at
$10.
this catalog.
$10 a month. You can get all your old catalog of shows that you probably don't even realize
Also, you're full of
is
shit. It's
on.
$12.
Do
Is
you
it
guys
tw-
know what
Did
Blue
it go up?
Dragon is?
Maybe it went up. Blue Dragon
Is there a free trial on this?
sounds familiar. Yes, there is.
So Blue Dragon is they have the old Charmed. Oh,
I'm telling you, man, Peacock has a lot of good shit on it.
I
it's a
didn't
very
even like it
underrated
that much,
hate
but those
series.
ladies are hot,
I hate
man.
that they won't even
Fucking
let
those
you
were 90s
look
hot
at
ladies.
their
They have
fucking
the Jackie
catalog.
Chan series on it. Do you remember the old
That's
Jackie Chan series?
Yeah, I remember
The cartoon?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Jackie Chan Adventures with the stones, but then it ended up turning into because the stones
I
got
think HBO has that too because they own Cartoon Network.
I don't know. They might have done rid of that because it's not HBO anymore. It's Max.
It's Max.
That's also true.
Which was the most useless merger and name change.
Oh no, it wasn't useless. It was so that they can open themselves up for more content because if like HBO Max had like a lot of good stuff, but it didn't have like a lot. it had good stuff, but the
Yeah, it
amount
was
was very
quality.
low.
Now all this TLC bullshit's all mixed in.
Well, yeah. I
They-
mean, it goes into what we were talking about before, where they just care
'Cause-
about how much they have rather than.
Warner Brothers bought
gonna-
out everything.
I'm
that they
gonna
were just
I'm
on
gonna
there.
look at this. Hold up. Fucking what's
I'm
on?
telling-
This is the first time I've ever looked at the TLC ad. Fucking 4 weddings, smothered, 100,000-pound sisters. What's this?
1,000-pound sisters.
I'm not joking. These are shows that are on
So
there.
No,
they're
I know.
just two
TLC is like
500-pound
that.
people?
TLC loves just like things that people like guilty pleasures, like people that things that people feel bad about, but like ultimately makes their life feel better. It's like, oh man, this lady is fucking 1,000 pounds and her life is shit. I'm so glad I'm only like 250.
7
It's just-
Little Johnsons.
I'm assuming that's she had 7 kids at once.
No, it's
they're all
7
named Johnson.
dwarfs.
That was my next guess. Honestly, that was my first guess, but then I thought that was too obvious, so then I changed it.
It's just what the heck.
Yeah, they love that shit. They love that's TL like if you find somebody that likes TLC, they love feeling better about themselves by feeling worse or by like feeling better about like feeling worse for someone else. Like fucking like, oh man, these dwarfs have such hard lives. I'm so glad that
Have you guys ever listened to
I'm
Brad Williams? He's a
Fuck.
Who the fuck is Brad Williams?
he's a dwarf comedian.
Oh my god, yes. I realized.
He's-
I just realized
Oh, that guy.
yeah,
Oh, I fucking
he's
love that guy. I know exactly who
Fucking
you're talking about.
hilarious.
Yeah,
he
he
has
is.
he has one of my favorite jokes when he's like, I don't remember who it was George Clooney. Someone very famous had like a very fear of dwarves.
It's
So his
fucking
thought
yeah,
from
yeah.
Full
Tom
House.
Cruise.
No,
Tom
it's
Cruise.
from the
No,
Oh
Full
no,
House.
no, no. Bob Saget.
Bob Saget.
Bob Saget, yeah. His thought process was to run in and just start
No,
humping
it's
his
John
leg.
Stamos, not Bob Saget. It's John Stamos.
Bob Saget was the guy who told him, and then
Told him,
John
yeah.
Stamos was the guy who actually had.
Whoever was the famous person. Oh, that's not the important part of the story. He walks up to this person and he just starts humping his leg.
Exactly. It's hilarious.
And that's a
fucking
funny thing to go
funny.
off on. Thank you for watching Internet Down. Like and subscribe. I gotta go get my food. Bye.
Okay, Matt, sign us out. I guess we're done.
Is this the end of the episode?
I don't
You
know.
know what? It's been like
an hour and a half, so obviously.
all right. We'll call it. We'll call
Okay,
it. I
we'll
feel
call-
like that's
we'll
a
call
good
it.
stopping point. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching Internet Down. We'll catch you guys next week on all the crazy shit that we're gonna do and all the crazy stuff. Yay! Alright, bye.
It,
Was that
like,
the podcast?
I don't know, or maybe I just have a hello there.
This is my roommate Casey.
How are
Hello.
you guys?
Hey,
So-
how big is Matt's cock?
He can't hear you. But go
Oh.
ahead and ask the question again.
Yeah, here, come here. Yeah, so if you had to rate Matt's cock, what's like a reasonable
I'm
number?
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I can't rate it because I've never seen it. I don't
And you
want to.
never
Yeah,
will.
Exactly.
Come on, you live
Sorry,
together.
there's no
You've
rating
got to
that.
have seen it.
No,
Is,
he has
is
not.
yours the same as his?
Mark.
Just answer the
Alright,
question.
I'm so
That's a simple
sorry.
question.
No,
It's a simple
you-
question.
you
Answer
can't-
the question. Answer the question.
Cheesecake.
See,
You-
you see,
I've
you see
never
what I
had
mean?
cheesecake,
You
no.
There's
know that you've never had cheesecake.
No, they don't know I've never had cheesecake before.
So let's get.
You've
this
never
on
had
camera.
cheesecake?
Okay.
Show them your reaction of what you think of cheesecake.
Okay,
is.
Casey wants me to put on camera my reaction to cheesecake because I never had cheesecake before.
Wait, you've never had cheesecake?
I've not
That's
once
what I'm
had
saying.
cheesecake.
You go to if there's a whole factory.
No,
Let me get you a.
Is that caramel?
I don't know.
Strawberry.
What is this?
Caramel?
Taste it.
Oh, it's
Or is it
strawberries.
strawberry?
I can't eat
Okay.
that. That will kill me.
Strawberries?
Yes, I'm definitely allergic to strawberries.
Oh. And he licks his fingers.
Yeah, wait, there's no strawberries in this, right?
Not in the cheesecake. That's strawberry.
Okay. because I can't eat that. I'm definitely allergic to strawberries.
All right, let me get that out your way.
I mean, it's not gonna kill me in a box.
I know. But still.
Yeah, he knows you enough to know that you will
I'm
open
gonna
it.
Look at it. And
You're
it's
like,
"Grr."
I wonder what this is.
It's not fucking
Alright.
It's usually
napalm.
better with strawberries, but obviously you can't. So
All right.
never had cheesecake.
I'm assuming it's gonna be very cheesy, right?
No.
Not at all. Why is it called cheesecake?
Just put it in your mouth. Put it in your
Put it
mouth.
in your mouth. You're gonna love it.
What is this?
I
Like
don't-
dancing over here.
I don't know how to react.
Take another bite. It's good.
Another.
Fluffy.
It's
Make sure you get the
so-
like
crust
it.
too. Make sure you get the crust.
Yeah, get- make sure-
I got the crust. No, it's not. I'm just. It's such an interesting texture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's like
Gotta
pie.
mix it too.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is.
Or
It's
cheesecake.
called cheesecake, but it's a pie. Yes.
Yeah, it's more of a pie.
What? Then why is it called cheesecake?
The fuck?
That
I don't know.
It's just more.
This
of a
is
pie.
some conspiracy bullshit going on right
Just
now.
cheese pie
my-
sounds like a
But yeah.
complete.
Are we
like-
getting tricked by Big Cheese right now?
See you guys later.
See ya.
See you
Nice
later.
to meet you and
See
talk
we-
about Matt Scott.
Is this Big Cheese that we're getting tricked by? What is going on?
So
Okay,
how
I will admit.
how have you made it
Is that really not
35
bad?
years on this planet, Matt, and haven't had cheesecake?
35 years?
Yep.
Do you think I'm 35
How
years
have you
old?
made it 42 years without having
Wait.
cheesecake?
How was Vietnam?
You know, in the Civil War, like when those bullets were flying, like how did that feel?
Yeah. When you fought for the
Very not-
Confederacy.
Okay, I'm gonna try like this little. There's a little melted part at the end, like this part.
Oh, the back piece is like the best piece.
This is
The
just
back
turning
piece is the best
Yeah,
piece
100
because it's
can
in a
agree.
tin. Yeah,
Can
it's
agree.
in a
It's
pie
act-
tin,
that's
so
actually
Can we
it's
talk
up
legit
about
against
how
the
the
good
end.
of a
best piece.
roommate you have? That he was just like, "You never had cheesecake? I brought you some cheesecake."
Yeah,
I gotta
but-
talk to him about like he just like happy birthday and like gave me a cheesecake and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, like I love my roommate, he's fucking awesome.
You didn't answer the question.
Is it your birthday?
What?
Is your dick the same size as his?
I'm not answering that question, Mark.
Why not?
I don't
Because
know.
then the answer is a yes, and judging, and I'm gonna do some detective work here. Judging by his skin color, he has a very big schlong. So if they're the same thing, then that means yours is also big.
I'm not answering that question.
Matt, just
I'm not.
just
I do not
here's
want
the
to know
thing.
the answer to that question.
Just say this. In relation to this microphone, in both size and color, I love how this podcast started, and it was like, man, we're talking about some serious. There are
do you want me to? Do you
there
want
are
me to answer your
problems
question for you,
with
Mark? Johnny,
there
I
are-
know how
just
tall you
pull
there
are.
out your dick. Just pull it out.
Johnny, hold the microphone up sideways again.
What, like this?
Yeah. I would say probably generally from the end to where it gets cut off by the other thing.
So like here to
Yeah,
here.
that's fucking huge,
That's-
dog.
that's
That's,
not
so
that
big.
big.
That's fucking big. what are you
that's- I
talking
would
about?
say
That's so
maybe-
big.
Yeah, about that size, yeah.
Why are you?
alright.
Why? Is there something you want to talk to us about? Why are you making it look like when it's going in your esophagus?
listen,
Why
it's-
does that?
Why are we talking about this? Why does our podcast always evolve? Why do we
stuck-
end up this? What can we have a podcast where we don't talk about this?
Because
one
you have a
day?
massive cock, and there was I forgot why, but we were talking about your massive
Well, according
cock.
to Mark, I also do.
Well, yeah, if your dick touches the water, then then you got to tie a knot on it to take a shit. Like that's huge.
It happens though.
No, it doesn't. That
just
means
sit
you have a
down.
fucking big ass dick.
It absolutely happens.
Thank
No,
you.
it dog. There is not. If you are in agreement with that, then that means you have a big ass dick.
No, maybe the water's too high. You know.
Comments tell us. Mark might have
How
a
many
low
times-
flow. We don't know this.
No, Mark
No,
definitely
I'm
does.
average.
We've had conversation where he's like, "Bro, yeah, I could just come on my sheets." And we're like, bro,
What?
like
What is that?
that shit gets
No.
all over the place. It's not one little droplet. It's like a fucking
Yeah,
fountain.
because you have a big ass dick.
Mark definitely seems like he'd come the farthest of all of us, though.
Yeah, it has to build. up
Yeah,
over time, though.
it's like a pressure. He's got a gun, and he's got a gun down there. It's like a little pressure. Can we not talk about this?
No.
If,
Like,
if
why
it,
does
if
this
it builds up
evolve?
over time, then yeah. But like if I'm doing it every day like I normally do, then yeah, it's just like a little doop.
We
But if it builds up over time, that shit is going to the moon. You know what I'm saying?